Welcome back, my crew. We are finally here again at Arthemis Gate with our heroes ready to do the level 4 for everyone. But before we start, I have 3 things to do and to say to you. The first one, it's probably the most important one, is that I studied a little bit more the progress of our Artemis, and so I went to study some really important point for our character right here. And the main things are the permanent buff. For the most veteran of you, it's a simple knowledge, but for who don't know, the permanent buff are buffs that are permanent, like, sorry, I'm not stupid, and I don't think you're stupid, but I didn't think other words to say it, that you can obtain through some interaction with the world, with the world, okay? So, now that... I need to recover it a second. Okay, so I studied literally every permanent buff that there's in this game and that Artemis could possibly get, and now we have a more vast viewing of the situation. I don't know the details, I only know the keywords. I signed. For example, we are doing one permanent buff right here, right now, but after I finish to tell you everything. So, the second thing I must to tell you is that I organized our travels chest, so I want you to saw my little work. I didn't spend so much time, like 12 minutes, it was pretty simple. So, with the beautiful curious book that as a container, I put inside here all the single books we found. So, the books with a unique name that doesn't possess any number that could make think that there's the sequel or prequel of them, okay? And I really, this is the most beautiful thing I could found for this process. Then in this wooden chest right under it, I put other books, and there we are, the books with prequel and sequel. For example, I put them already in order. So thinking of possible 12 chapter max, okay. We have the Fables of Feuren, we have the A is for Azuf and the other ghosts, then we have the Fringe Philosophy, then we have the Approachable East that we have 2 volumes, then we have the True and Impossible Adventure of Tenebro Moreau, and then we have the Traveler's Guide to the Sword Coast, volume 9. Then under it we have the recipes for a potion. I decided to give them a little space of their own, so we have them really attend. Then on this gilded chest I put on the first one the scrolls, papers, random papers found somewhere in the world. I decided to put them all of them in one chest. Under it there's the letters. More aesthetically pleasing to the eye, and write from one person to another. Under it we have more exotic things like the runes. Like, I don't know if we're gonna find any more of them, but I don't have a place for them too. Obviously, so this keychain is from Shadowheart, but I guess the keys are items that only Artemis will get. So I decided to steal from Shadowheart her keychain and to put it inside the Travel's chest to collect every key we already use. Then inside the barrels, what could I possibly put inside a barrel? Obviously on this one I put oil barrels, and on the wooden barrel right here I decided to put the explosive ones. So we have them at hand at all time. There's some some items that I want to look at them, so I know at first glance that we have them. And then inside here, the most heaviest thing Arthemis had in his inventory, with literally 29.7 weight, the rations. Every ration we have for a total of 644, and it's a really great number. I really like our exploration and our great efforts of the exploring. Really, really great to me. And so this is the second thing I wanted to say. And the third one is literally the start of our episode, cause we skip a journal. So we have like 2 journal things to read, and so let's read to all the things we found right here. Hunt the devil. Karlach joined us. She told us she's being hunted by servants of Zeriel who are pretending to be paladins of Tyr. We need to deal with them. We defeated hunters. Rescue the gnome. Oh, let's see. Approach the goblins. We spotted a deep gnome tied to the blades of a windmill. Ah, they are called blades. I could never imagine it, because blades are, you know, blades, swords, rapier, and every sharp object I can come up with in my mind. I could never guess that you could say blades of a windmill, but okay, it's a really cool thing. He's being tormented by a group of goblins. Oh, the goblins attacked us. Stop the windmill. We've defeated the goblins. If we want to help the gnome, we'll have to stop the windmill. Now the windmill has stopped spinning. We should be able to untie the gnome. After rescuing Barkus Rot, we parted ways with him. The Hellion's Heart. Find an infernal mechanic. Karlach needs an infernal mechanic to tune up the engine. She has for a heart. There might be one nearby. Our fiery friend. We recruited Karlach and said we'd help defeat the paladins hunting her. We confronted the paladins chasing Karlach. She's joined our research for a cure for the parasite. We need to bring Karlach to a mechanic who can fix her heart. Unlock the ancient tome. The owner of the tome mentioned a key gem. Could this be the secret to unlocking the necromancy of Ty? The book is locked tight, and the mechanism isn't shaped for a key. Maybe some kind of stone would work? Destroy the ancient tome. Evil is inscribed on every page of this book, but all evil has a weakness. There must be a way to destroy it. I don't want to destroy it. We found an apothecary ledger. It mentions some rare plants stored in a cellar. Could be worth finding. We found the cellar mentioned by the journal. Time to have a look around. The owner of the cellar was more than a doctor. He was a necromancer, and he was obsessed with a particular book. We found a strange and powerful tome, the Necromancy of Ty. What should we do with it? Finish the masterwork weapon. We found the journal of a blacksmith apprentice. It mentioned blueprints to create masterwork weapons. They must be nearby. So, in English, they are called masterwork. Okay. We found the blueprints the journal mentioned. If we find some bark from a sorcerer tree, we could forge a masterwork weapon. Okay, we're done. We can start the episode only after 13 minutes. Are you happy guys? Of course you are, of course you are. So, we probably need even a long rest. And you know what am I going to tell you? Oh my god, you want to talk with us? Wait. Wait a second. Oh. Ah, oh yeah. Oh, yes. So now that the Withers is with us, we can technically touch our companions with the abilities, and I want to do some evil things to them. Okay, let's go talk first with the Withers.
Something to ask. We meet again, as predicted. I shall be here in thy camp for whenever thou hast need of my services.
Care to explain why you're helping me?
Be assured, it is not by choice.
You were sorting something before. What were you doing?
Beyond mortal realms, there doth exist an amalgamation of spirits akin to thine own, ensnared by the treacherous cult of the Absolute, felled in its name. They bear great discontentment with their destiny. For a mere pittance of coin, I might summon the worthiest among them to lend aid to thy undertaking.
Ah, interesting. Impressive. Are there other ways you can help us?
Should thou or any of thy compatriots perish, I will cleave soul to body once more.
You have a great power at your end, you know. Well, Artemis never had a power to resurrect passed away lives. Helpful. No one's dead on my side at the moment, though.
Indeed. Farewell.
Oh no. He was so sad about my reaction. He wasn't expected.
Fate spins along as it should. Dost thou require a new ally? Or mayhaps a resurrection instead?
Can you help me change my class? Okay. It's right there. For now, I will leave. Then we are going to do some really work of art with everyone here. So, first things first. Gale.
Spare me a moment, if you please. I've something important to discuss with you.
Yeah, let's discuss it.
For a while now, and it's just about time that I shared something with you. It's a rather personal matter that I'd have preferred to keep quiet, but needs must when the devil drives. I have no choice but to speak. You see, I have this condition. Very different from the parasite we share, but just as deadly.
Ah. Is it contagious?
No, nothing like that. Though if I fail to treat it, then the consequences would not be contained to me alone. What it comes down to is this. Every so often, I need to get my hands on a powerful magical item and absorb the weave inside.
Wouldn't that ruin the item?
Trust me when I say, the loss of the occasional wizard staff or tome of enchantment is a bargain given the cost of allowing me to deteriorate. It's been days since I last consumed an artifact, since before we were abducted. It is time, and by that I mean it's imperative that I find and consume strands of weave at the earliest possible juncture.
I fail to see why you need me to help you with this. You've done fine without me so far.
A fair point. However, until recently, I was able to rely on a supply of artifacts stored in my tower in Waterdeep. A supply that has now run dry. The reality of the matter is that a lone wizard with a chronic impairment such as my own is not in the most ideal of situations with regards to self-defense. The manner of artifacts I need are not often found waiting patiently on a shopkeep's shelf. One usually has to lift them delicately from trap-filled tombs or prize them from the hands of violent ne'er-do-wells. There'll be danger involved. or great cost.
Why exactly would I risk either of those things for a wizard I barely know?
Valid question. If not out of the simple goodness of your heart, then perhaps your own self-interest might be sufficient motivation. Having a wizard like me around is quite the boon when facing the perils that stalk these lands. Far harder for me to assist you if I can barely stand upright. Please, trust me. Your help could be the difference between life and death.
Let's see if you are telling the truth.
You become one with Gale's mind, and you can feel something sinister oppressing you. It's inside of you, a mighty darkness radiating from your chest. You could try to push further, but your hold over Gale feels brittle. It won't be easy delving deeper without him noticing.
Already I am not in a good position with this mage. I would prefer to not have another enemy on the other side. Let's not risk it, but apparently he's telling the truth.
Do you agree?
Very well, I'll help you manage this condition of yours.
As luck would have it, you're already primed to give me exactly what I need.
Give Gale a magic artifact. So let's see, technically I can give him the silver pendant, cause we have already Shadowheart who can cast guidance at will, literally guidance, 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 every time she wants. So yeah, have this silver pendant for now.
Thank you.
And now I am sure of your trustworthy word. Okay, interesting.
That hit the spot. I can feel it work. The magic, it's like a lullaby that sings to sleep the demon inside. A metaphorical demon, I haste to point out, but no less dangerous. And no less bound to wake up again to continue its ravages. Such is the nature of all monsters.
Perhaps now you'll tell me what all this is in aid of?
Grateful as I am, the course of our camaraderie is much better served by not taking that particular detour. Not just yet. Sincerely, though. I understand I ask a lot from you with few answers in return. But in time, all will be told.
That condition of yours is a very expensive one.
I obtained it in Waterdeep. Nothing there comes cheap.
Okay, so we did everything here at our camp for now. So, are we ready to hit the button? I am more than ready. Long rest, here we come. Yes. The second long... Oh, it's the Wyll session. Hello there. I don't absolutely know what Arthemis could say in this situation.
Frontiers. Thought I'd shaken you for good after the Mind Flare ship. But you just can't get enough of me, can you?
Karlach, the stink of Avernus.
You two know each other, I see.
Like a hammer knows an untouchable nail. Look, I'm not...
A great fire roars through you, the fire of the first hell. You are Karlach, tearing through demons across a blood-red landscape of fire and volcanic cinder. The front lines of the Blood War. With every swing of her axe, Karlach fulfills Mistress Zariel's purpose.
Your allies are fraud. A soldier in the Archdevil Zariel's army. Either I cut her down, or she burns the Sword Coast to ash.
I've tried to tell you. I am not what you think I am. I'm...
Another vision. Karlach's blade raised, slicing through devils, Zariel's servants, as her eyes dart around, seeking escape. The man shudders with Karlach's desperation. She is a victim of the Blood War, not an agent of it.
So everything is resolved.
I will not be tricked.
You saw the truth. I may be an effective soldier, but I never wanted to serve Zariel. Legged it away from her the first chance I got.
And yet you served.
Stand down. You saw what I saw. Karlach is not a danger.
No! Devils cannot be trusted.
You saw Karlach's stuffs. She poses no threat to the Sword Coast. Be reasonable. I don't want to kill some. Well, I want to kill something to have experience, but I see potential in you. Something sinister gives you your powers.
Would you listen to sense? This doesn't have to end badly. For either of us. You know monsters, right? Better than anyone. Look into my eyes. Can't you see I'm not what you think?
Shit. You really are no devil, are you? I've been deceived.
Thank the gods. Thought I was gonna have to take your head.
You would have died in the attempt. But there have been enough threats today. Truce?
I'll do you one better. Allies. We're looking to get rid of these parasites for good. And ruin some bastards' days while we're at it. Sounds like your kind of venture.
I've not grown any tentacles yet, thank Baldrin. But luck won't be on our side forever. Yes, you have my blade. Your leader willing, of course.
Well, soldier, what's the word?
I'm interested in the source of power of this Wyll. Alright, but you're both out of here at the first sign of troubles. Well, no, cause Karlach did nothing wrong. I'll consider it. How do I know I can trust you?
My deeds to come prove my worth. I've pledged my life to protecting the meek from monsters. But tonight, I was the rampaging beast.
So I can say otherwise, huh? Well, the first option is a they say. So it's plausible that Arthemis could say it, even reluctantly. The more the merrier, as they say.
I'm up for the challenge. You've just got to make a little space.
Stay at the camp for now. Right you are. You should remain here for the time being.
Hey!
Well met. And 1,000 sorries. I see the good in you, Karlach.
Yeah, you are both good people. I'm not.
The famous Blade of Frontiers in the flesh. Clever, this hero act you've got going.
Hero, Blade, names strangers gave me. My friends call me Wyll.
Excellent. If we ever become friends, I'll know what to call you.
She destroyed him with only one sentence. Oh my god. What is this today? Why everyone has their best sentence of them all, except myself, that I failed at the first things I said on this video. Okay. Oh, so, Karlach, let's talk.
Glad Wyll saw sense. Even more glad he decided to stick around. Takes a pretty slick mover to track down old Karlach.
I'm keeping an eye on him. If he turns on you again, he's dead.
He won't. Someone wrong-footed him about me, and I'm betting we'll find out who before long. I respect someone who can admit when they're wrong, and stick around after, too. Plus, did you see his eye? Bet there's a good story there.
So it's time to seek for a conversation, I suppose.
soldier.
The night is long. I have 9 sentences to... Okay. So, 9 choices. How did you end up with such contraption on your chest?
Year 10 air. The place? Sleepy little town called Baldur's Gate. Our hero? Karlach. A knock-knee delinquent from the outer city with everything to give and nothing to lose. I was a kid looking for a way to fill my days and make some cash when I fell into the wrong crowd. Worked for a guy I respected. A lot. Turns out the feeling wasn't mutual. Through the jigs and the reels, he made a deal with Zariel behind my back. You know Zariel, right? Archdevil of Avernus.
Now I know her.
My chest and set me to work. Well, to war. I learned quick how to stay alive. And the engine served me when it came to killing devils. 10 years of that. The stories I could tell.
Well, you know, the night is long. Go on, then. Tell them.
I'll mete out the best ones bit by bit, so you always have a reason to keep me around. Clever, right?
In your expert opinion, what's the best way to kill a devil?
Depends on the type. Ice devils hate an inferno, but that's an easy one. Orthons love projectiles. What they don't love is getting their bombs lobbed right back in their faces. Demons, on the other hand, every demon is absolutely singular. You can't ever think you've got them typed out. Sharp instincts, sharp weapons, and a knack for improvisation. That's the only way to survive them. Anyway, what were we talking about?
So in this world there are a very, very hard type of creatures to... Okay. Very interesting. We are good with this, Karlach. Shadowheart, do you have new things to say to me?
The Blade of Frontiers. Let's hope Wyll lives up to his name. We'll need all the help we can get.
There's something you're not telling me. I'm sure of it.
I don't know what you mean.
No, I think you know exactly what I mean.
It's nothing, really.
Tell me what you're hiding, or else. I can be pretty convincing sometimes.
Fine, I'll tell you. So long as it spares me your ham-fisted threats. I worship Shah, the Mistress of the Night. It is my holy mission to oppose Selûne, her teachings and her followers. It hurts. Now that you have the truth, please don't make a big fuss about it.
I don't care who you worship, we have bigger problems.
True. I didn't think you'd react so pragmatically. Perhaps I should have told you sooner.
Now that the truth's out, tell me more.
All right. As I said, Shah is my patron, my mistress. Goddess of darkness and loss. I assume you've heard of her?
Well, I read about her in some books, but I could have some more noticeable knowledge, but an expert, you know, it's not like I encounter a real god like at the Winds Between. Oh, those were really powerful god, and real too. Remind me, please.
My Lady Shah is the Night Singer, the patron of darkness and loss.
Fascinating. Please continue.
Most fear the dark, like children, because in darkness they see their fears reflected. But Shah teaches us to step beyond fear, beyond loss. In darkness, we do not hide. We act.
It's a pretty interesting...
Hope. The promise of better days. All of these are heavy cloaks that bend our backs and burden our hearts. We shed those cloaks. Before Shah, we stand gloriously naked, beyond the vanities of mortals.
When you put it like that, it seems strangely comforting.
There's comfort, yes. But often there has to be pain beforehand. We tear down the lies the world is drunk on. The institutions they trust, the so-called gods they worship, the lives they cling to. We destroy false idols, topple corrupt organizations, fight heretics wherever they're found. There's often suffering, death even. Many people break before they embrace Shah's truths.
Your Shah is quite the girl, huh? I won't cast judgment on your beliefs. Besides, I am a god too. But not one that encourage to have devotees on him.
Curious. Most are afraid of my lady. I think...
Afraid? You don't know me that well.
Company.
Turn to other matters. Why were you in pain before?
The wound on my hand. It never quite heals. And sometimes it causes terrible pain to rip through me. It's my burden, though, from Lady Shah. I can feel her influence somehow.
What causes it to hurt you?
It's difficult to say. Sometimes I wonder if it's supposed to be guiding me, punishing me, testing me. But perhaps it's none of those. Perhaps it's completely random. I'd like to hope there's more to it than that. Some meaning that Lady Shah will reveal to me when the time is right. Until then, all I can do is endure.
Very interesting. You know what? I want to reward you. I don't know if my powers are coming back so soon, but maybe with what I have, I could be able to do something for you.
I don't think so, but you're sweet to ask. Maybe just be patient the next time you see me wince or cry out. It'll pass quickly enough. It always does. Pain is sacred to followers of Lady Shah. Pain will give way to loss and then to the peace of her eternal darkness. You can tolerate a great deal of suffering so long as it has meaning.
Very good. We can go ahead for now. Very, very good. So, Asterion, what do you have to say?
So, we're traveling with the famed Blade of Frontiers. I feel safer already.
Nothing to say. Good. So, Lae'zel. I don't know if Lae'zel is coming tonight, but let's see what she has to say.
The Githyanki people have a word for men like the Blade of Frontiers. Shalak, roughly translated, idealist do-gooder, or better yet, benevolent burden.
What a cool word. Shellac.
Pursuit of valor, not so much.
So cool, this word. So yeah, the Mind Flyer got me one time with the numbers upon them versus me. So, do you know much about Mind Flayers?
Understand much beyond your comprehension. More to the point, I know the cure for our condition. It is imperative we locate a creche. You do well to observe more and question less.
I wanted to ask you another thing, like weak point or powers. I need to know everything to battle them. Maybe she don't know that much. So, Wyll,
You've been witness to a pantomime, I'm sorry to say. And I've played my part all too poorly.
Someone set you on Karlach's tail. I'd like to know who.
I can say only this. Karlach's not the only one who's had a villain's knife held to their throats. One night soon, when we make camp, the veil will be lifted, and I'll pay my penance.
Good then. I deserve answers.
And you'll have them. But I can't promise you'll like them.
Then, Gale, do you have something to say?
I've known a few warlocks in my time. Talented, of course, though sometimes too eager to listen to the devils on their shoulders. Comes with the territory, unfortunately.
I was wondering, that condition of yours, why does it require magic?
Think of it as tribute. The kind a king might pay to a more powerful neighbor to avoid invasion. As long as I pay, there will be peace. But should I ever stop, along comes a war. I can assure
That's a good metaphor.
the battlefield would extend well beyond the borders of my body alone.
Very good. Very well. So... we did it! We did it. Are we level up now or after the rest? After the rest. Okay, let's go to the rest. First, let's save. I want to have a saving right here to not lose anything. Thank you, you're very kind. Okay, let's go to rest. I want to use 1 and 2 and full rest. What is going to happen? Asterion, Lae'zel, or nothing? Well, that's interesting. I never could imagine it. So, level up. Go. Go. Level up. Level up. Level up.
To live in more interesting times.
For everyone. Let's do it for everyone. We are greedy tonight. Today. Yes. There will be no action at all. I'm so sad about it. So, we have Sorcerer level 3 and we gain a level 2 spell slot. Finally. We gain another meta magic. Really? So, first things first, level 2 spells. What do we have here? Blindness. Blind a creature, attack rolls against it have advantage and the foe attacks with disadvantage. Blur. Attacker has disadvantage on attack rolls against you. Cloud of Daggers. Conjure a cloud of spinning daggers that attacks anyone inside. Anyone inside the whirlwind takes 4d16 slashing damage each turn. Very interesting. Crown of Madness. Instill madness in a human enemy, making them attack the creature closest to them, other than you, even if it's allied. This is very, very cool. It's very cool. Darkness. Create a dark shroud that evilly obscures and blinds creature within. Creatures cannot make ranged attacks into or out of it. Dark Vision. Grants a creature the ability to see in the dark out to a range of 12 meters. Detect Thought. Focus your mind to read the thoughts of certain creatures while talking to them. Enchant ability. Bestow a magical enchantment upon an ally. They gain advantage on ability checks with a chosen ability. Enlarge Reduce. Make a creature larger or smaller to affect their weapon damage and strength check. Really? So I can reduce enemies! Oh my god, this is beautiful! Oh no, wait. There are so much cool spells. Gust of wind. Summon a strong wind that clears all clouds and pushes creatures back 5 meters, forcing them off balance. As the disadvantage on strength and dexterity checks and attack rolls against it have advantage. Okay. Invisibility. Touch a creature to turn it invisible. Attacks against it have disadvantage. It attacks with advantage. Okay. Knock. Unlock an object that is held shut by a mundane lock. Mirror image. Create 3 illusory duplicates of yourself that distract attackers. Each duplicate increases your armor class by 3. Misty Step. No. No, Misty... So, for this kind of thing, surrounded by silver mist, you teleport to an unoccupied space you can see. I already know that there's the Boots who has this power, so I will not take it, but it's really interesting. Phantasmal Force. Deal damage to a creature each turn. The type of damage changes to the last type the creature suffered. Concentration. So, until my concentration stand up, every turn a creature is hit by 1d6 psychic damage. Interesting, but weak at higher levels. Scorching Ray. Hurl 3 rays of fire. Each ray deals 2d12 fire damage. So each ray deals 2d6 damage of fire. See invisibility. Become able to see invisible creatures and possibly reveal them to others. Shatter. Damages all nearby creatures and objects. Creatures made of inorganic material such as stone have disadvantage on their saving throw. No, so I wanted to take hold person, okay? But literally, this is Wrath of the God. This is literally Wrath of the God. I can't take anything else. It's right? Or no, maybe no. It tells damages all nearby creatures and objects. I want to see it in action, sorry. I need to see it. I need to understand how it works. Okay, I see it. So it's not like Wrath of the God, it's more likely Distant Wrath. The miracle of Elden Ring, of the Shadowlands. So the Wrath of the Earth Tree launched towards the enemy. It's that, basically. And you know what? I'm really intrigued about it. Really intrigued. But at this point, I don't know if I prefer to fire scorching rays or a big explosion. We need explosion right now. We need to do area damage to the enemies. It's a really hard choice. However, Scorching Ray, I can cast it towards the same target. So I can literally deal 36 damage maximum to one single target. At least 18 damages. And are a lot. I will take Scorching Ray. the meta magic. Let's see. There are Southern now? You can cast spell while silenced? Wow. This is really cool, like that the powers within Artemis negates the effect outside. Beautiful. Only one I can... spells that cost an action cost a bonus action instead. Cost 3 sorcery point per spell. Sorry, but... This is literally... This is literally the... What this thing told us is you can cast 2 spells per turn. I need. What is this? Targets of spells that require saving throws have disadvantage on their first saving throw. Wow. But they are so beautiful metamagic. Okay, let's do this. So, replace spell. I know these 3 spells right now. Probably... So, Chromatic Orb is really cool. It's really cool because it can deal every type of damage and all. Probably I would like to not use Thunder Wave anymore. And so, what am I going to learn? I have only 1 spell slot of level 2, right? So, it is... I will learn at this point Disguise Self. It's something that can give us a lot more options for anything, so yeah, let's do Disguise Self. Even if I would like other type of damages, like, you know, Burning Hands, but I don't want to become a Fire Mage, I want to be a Hall Mage. Let's take Disguise Self. Okay, okay. But this is so powerful! Can poison the target, maybe. What does the poison do? Suffers disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks. It's a... can do 16 damage. No, okay. Disguise Self. Let's take it. Okay. Well, I need to say that Thunder Wave can be very useful. No, you know what? I changed my mind. I don't want to change anything for now. We'll have this conversation again one day probably. Accept. Go. Okay, we've done the first one. So now, Lae'zel. Go, Lae'zel, go. A new fit. And yes, obviously, we're going to take this fit. So, for Lae'zel, ability improvement, of course. Strength 18 and Constitution 16. I couldn't want more of it. Accept. Then Asterion at Rogue. This is even really important cause for Asterion I'm still thinking about making him a bard. You can use 2 weapons fighting even if your weapons aren't light, and you can... okay. And you gain +1 bonus to armor class while wielding a melee weapon in each hand. I need to understand this. I need to understand this a little bit, because bards. Do I really want Asterion to be a bard? Oh, it is interesting, Ritual Caster. Not for Asterion, but it's interesting to know its existence. Really, really cool. Oh my god, Savage Attacker? Well, this is gonna be the next fit for Lae'zel. Maybe maybe we could try to make Asterion a Rogue Ranger? We could. We could give him the sharpshooter fit. Because I can give him -5 to the attack roll and increase damage to 10 more. It could be very, very cool. You learn a cantrip and the number you need to roll a critical hit. Okay, so let's do... I could take ability improvement to make 18 dexterity, and then wisdom is for rangers. Is wisdom for rangers. I could try. I could really, really try. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it, yes. So, dexterity 18 and wisdom 14. Then we're going to do other things. So, Barbarian level 4. I decided that her will be... She will be a monk. I decided it. It inspired me this so much in my mind. I wanted to see a Karlach rogue. I can change Bestial Heart if I want. No, I don't want to. So now, obviously, I'm going to gain ability improvement to... let's say wisdom, right? Accept. Okay, so now we must take the other ones to make their level up, and then we're going to change them.
Shah's blessings upon you.
Join me.
Join you, but things
Take Karlach place.
lead the way.
Then we need to take Wyll and Gale. But I could never imagine myself one day to do an episode with only at the camp. We did an episode only at the camp. It's so strange. Join me.
I'm up for the challenge. You've just got to make a little...
Take Lae'zel place.
I like how...
Then Gale.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
Join me.
Be delighted. Though someone else will need to watch the cook pot, of course.
You can take Asterion place.
Magical. So, shall we?
How happy is it? It is. Okay. So, other level up. Cleric level 4. So, she learns a new cantrip, and this cantrip will be... take only half the damage from bludgeoning, piercing and slashing attacks. Produce flame. Let's say light. Then we have prepare spell. Oh, you can already do the prayer of healing. Wow. Okay, so okay, I get another level. Okay, perfect. I get another level 2 spell slot. This is all I need to know. So now I can do something like this. And for the fit, I need... So Shadowheart has already 17 in Wisdom. If I want her to be a paladin... Yeah, it should be something more equilibrated between them. So it would be like 16 Wisdom, 16 Charisma. Charisma, sorry. Now we are going to see it, because Paladin need to be strong either. So we could sacrifice the dexterity to put her in strength. And yeah, it could work. It could work. But for now, we have, however, to stay in the limit of the level 4 cleric for the fit. So, I will take for her the ability improvement, and I will give her 18 wisdom, and I suppose 14 in dexterity? Why not? Wisdom for wizards, cleric, druids and rangers. Let's do dexterity. Yeah, let's do dexterity. Dexterity. Then, Sir William, you need to do a lot of levels. Class features, you gain a warlock spell slot. Gain 2 passive Eldritch Invocation, gain a spell, replace spell. So, spells. What spell did you already know? I can't know, huh? Okay. Oh, I can know it, I can know it. Okay, so the spells you know are Armor of Agathis and Arms of Adar. Okay, so let's give this away to have in return X. This should be pretty cool. Maybe Witch Bolt. X. Then for the spells I want Witch Bolt. And for the Eldritch Invocation I want to power up the Blast. When you cast Eldritch Blast, add your Charisma modifier for the damage it deals, unless it is negative. And then I want Repelling Blast. And the second level is done. Then, Warlock level 3. Pact Boom. So, let's see first the spells. We have Shatter here, Hold Person, Entral. Let's give him Shatter. No, maybe Hold Person, Hold Person. No, but it is a Wisdom save. No, it's a wisdom save. It's not for our William. Let's give him Shatter. Why it is -1? Why it is so low? I don't know. No, you know what? He's called the Blades of the Frontier. We'll give him the Clouds of Daggers. Have a lot of blades. And then we have Pact of the Chain. Your patron bestows a gift upon you. For your loyal service, choose one of the following pacts. Pact of the Chain. Gain the service of a familiar, a fey spirit, and that takes a form of your choosing. This can be an animal, imp, or quasit. Pact of the Blade. You can summon a pact weapon or bind the one you are wielding, making it magical. Pact weapons use the wielder's spellcasting ability modifier instead of strength or dexterity. So I always take this with Wyll because it's so much good. It's so much good to have him use his charisma for the weapon. It's too much good, too much. Your patron grants you a grimoire called the Book of Shadows, which allows you to cast Guidance, Vicious Mockery, and Thorn Whip. But at will or no? Okay, it costs only an action, so these are at wills. At will I can cast these. It is not bad. It is really not bad. But the Pact of the Blade, it's so much powerful. Wyll, without having the proficiency in a weapon, can learn how to use it, transform it into a magical weapon, be never disarmed by the weapon. How can I took something different when this is so good already? No, sorry, I can do otherwise. I'm always pro with choosing something else, but this is always the best. We can deny it. It's the best. It's the best thing you can take. Level 4. Then a new cantrip. True Strike. Poison Spray. Minor Illusion. I will take this. I will take Minor Illusion. And then we have another spell to take. So the spell slot of the Warlocks are universal, so the only wise thing to do is to take the most powerful every time. So I will take this time Shatter. Yeah, let's take Shatter. And then a new fit. So I don't remember if there's a talent for his thing. Let's see. Okay, no, there's not. Maybe at more higher level. So I will do the ability improvement with 18 charisma and I suppose 14 dexterity, because we like the armor class. Then I would like to change a spell, probably Witch Bolt at this point, for something more powerful. That would be clearly Crown of Madness. Why not? Accept. And now we have Gale that has to. He needs to do 2 levels. So he gained 1 slot and 2 level 2 spell slot. Cool. Magical weapon. Melf's Hatched Arrow. Absolutely, it's super powerful. We see it in action against us in the Lumps encounter. What is this? Flaming Sphere. Summon a flaming sphere that damages nearby enemies and objects. You can move the sphere, it emits a bright light. Wow. I will use... probably... Darkness. Which should be pretty on point. No, you know what? No. Better Ray of Enfeeblement. Yeah, let's do this. And we need to write the prepare spells. So I will do this and probably let's say something like that. Yeah, let's do this. Now level 4. So a cantrip. Cantrip. We can give him let's say minor illusion, and then choose spells that can be, I would say, enlarge, reduce, and Misty Step. And on the prepare spell I would like to give him Misty Step and nothing else. Fit. For the fit, he needs absolutely to have 18 intelligence and 14 dexterity. Let's go. And we are done with everyone here. So now we could maybe we could try to do it at the next level, the, you know, everything. The new set of the characteristic on the abilities and everything else. For now, I would say that we need to try only one thing, okay? Only one thing. That it was the first thing I told you at the start of the episode about these things right here. I discovered that this thing is permanent. It's a unique spell, scroll, unique, that only on the cellar of the Necronomicon you can find it. So, summon a quasit from the lower planes. The scroll is destroyed upon use. Summon a familiar with the form of a quasit that can turn invisible and scare enemies. Permanent. Inky knots slash across the margin, the angles of the end's writing suggesting urgency, perhaps warning. Let's do it. Cast a spell. Here.
Oh, shit-pilling toe-rag! Never summon shovel, never feed shovel, now call shovel!
Shovel.
Sulfur fills your nose.
Hey? What is you? Why you smell like that?
Considering your stench, you can't really judge.
Stench? No! Smell like piss and blood. Nice things. You smell of magic. Magic of thunder and pain. No magic, please. Is good, servant. Very good.
Master Illy? Who is that?
Hey? Old master. Boring master. Doesn't call in a long, long time. Maybe dead, maybe not. Thunder master is nice. Doesn't hit Shovel, so Shovel tells you. Be careful of the book. Master Illy is horny for the book, but book is not horny for him.
Ah. This is very interesting. You want me to warn about the book that I want absolutely to read. You have such a way with words.
Good with tongue. Good at cutting them out, too. Tell you secret. Illy weak. Illy never finish book. But Master can do it. Read book, conquer book. Yes.
Very good. So now we have Shovel. Permanent, right? Where it is? Probably I need to set it. I don't have it. Really? It should have been a skill, technically. So, Shovel.
See? Tell you truth, Beefy. Trust me. Always. Always.
Are you following me? No? What?
I need a quick word.
See? Tell you truth, Beefy. Trust me. Always. Always.
I need to try to read the book, but I don't have the gem.
The book is locked tight with no visible keyhole, only an oval recess in the cover's mouth. You try to examine the book, but the longer you stare, beneath the allure, you feel the...
We surely shouldn't leave such a threat out, where anyone could stumble across it.
Oh no, Wyll, I want to read it. So it doesn't trigger its Shovel. What? We're gonna discover soon enough how to use her. But for now, without having her to be summoned in any way, I would most likely leave her at the camp, just to be sure. Ah, okay. Close, 4d7 dash. Dismiss yourselves from your summoner service. Ah, so she's independent. Invisibility ends early if you attack. Cast another spell, take an action, or take damage. Scare. Lash at a creature to frighten it. Interesting. Really interesting. Let's try it. Dismiss. And now how can I call this thing again? Okay, so I cannot tell you to dismiss yourself without first knowing how can I interact with you. Probably I need to read the book maybe first. Okay, so guys, we did our level up, we talked about everything we needed to talk, we did only an episode here at the camp. Probably I'm gonna go wreck it another. Right, hop instantly, cause I want action, I want to do things. And yeah, we're gonna see each other soon enough, guys. Thank you to have been with me, and bye bye!